everybody, this is Cyberverse John, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Age of the Primes Original 13 Alchemist Prime, or Macadam, if you prefer, from Cyberverse. So, a couple of years back, I did actually get the Prime Master, which is the Alchemist Prime Master, which has the Submorda Pretender armor that comes with it. So we will be comparing him to that toy from a couple of years ago. And also, just before I take a look at the packaging, I just want to mention about the fact that recently I did just get Megatronus. Recently gone and picked him up. And this guy is absolutely brilliant. He's just amazing. So yeah, quite pleased to have that to continue filling that out, and I think the only one, because I got the rest on pre-order basically, the only one that I'm missing from a pre-order point of view is actually Onyx Prime, and then I'm all good for whatever comes next year basically, as well as Star Convoy. So pretty much I'm, doing really well at filling this out. So yeah, let's take a look at the packaging first thing. So here he is. This is box art. You have the wall art on this side, and as you can see, we got Micronus, who, we got Solus, we now have Alchemist, and there's Micronus there, who we'll be getting in the last wave this year. So we'll be able to fill that part out there of the backdrop. And then here is Alchemist in robot mode. Again, there. Wielding his sacred artifacts, which are the lenses. The lenses that allow him to see through time. Although more the future, not so much the past. Here is your product shot on the back. With robot mode, vehicle mode, he turns into this 4x4 Jeep thing in 17 steps, and that is basically it for the packaging. So I'm going to get him out here, and we're going to take a look at what he looks like, how he's packed inside, and then, yeah, we'll get down to reviewing him and see how cool he actually is compared to his brethren Original 13. So here is how he looks out of the box in his insert packaging. And as you can see, this little paper baggie here is where the lenses are stored. So be mindful of just getting out what is in there before you chuck the packaging away or anything like that. And before we get to actually reviewing him, if you would like to see any more reviews or discussions or 3D printing stuff that I do on this channel, then please do like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get him cracked out and see how cool Alchemist Prime is. Okay, so here is Alchemist Prime out of the box, and I think he looks really, really cool. So we're not going to take a look at the accessories yet, but we're going to take a look at the robot mode here. So do like that mustache. I love the goggles. I think that's kind of cool. Especially the colors that they got going here with the silver and the weird tungsten bronze mixed in with this kind of yeah, it's an interesting green. It's like a spacey green type coloring here. It kind of gives off, well, with the tungsten bronze and silver and the goggles and stuff and the mustache, it gives off steampunk vibes to me. That's just what I think. And also, given how his glasses look with little circles and stuff, could be, to me, it's like cog-like, so that's just how I see it. But yeah, that's side. And then on the back, he really cleans up really nicely on the back there as well. So that is really, really awesome. Right, so let's take a look at these lenses. So, yeah, and I'm moving my review station around. So these are the sacred lenses, and as you can see, on one of those lenses is his faction symbol there, which is very, very cool indeed. So these can be separate, but really you're meant to combine them together. And then you got the two glasses there. And then what you can do, you can pose him like this, with his arms facing forward and tops of the fist facing inwards. And then you can peg the lenses in, and he can use them. You can use them like that, or what you can do, or what you can do is he can use it. You can use them as like a shield. Use them like a shield like that. Or you can have well, they're on 5mm ports, so you can separate them as well, and he can use them as shield gun type stuff there. It's very cool. And actually, whilst we're here, he's a little bit spindly. We should take a look at articulation. So articulation wise, he's got a head that can go left and right like that. He's got a little bit there, but it's not really much. He's got up and he's got down, and you can make him go really down with that neck joint specifically. So that's kind of cool. The arms will do a full 360. They can go out to the side all the way to 90 degrees. You've got a 90-degree bend at the elbow. You've got arm swivel, and the wrist can fold in, and that is for transformation. He does have waist rotation. His legs can go forward over 90. They can go back, not as much, it's under 90. He has an upper thigh swivel. He has a 90-degree bend on the knee, and his foot can pivot back, can pivot forward, and he's got the ankle tiltage that we get with all of our action figures these days. So that is that. Okay, so comparison wise, what I've got in robot mode are the other primes. So here is Soulless Prime, and then I'm gonna stick him at the back. Here is Megatronus Prime there at the back, so you can see how they are together. I'm saving Primer for the alt mode comparison, so I've got one of those there to compare vehicle mode. So there are those, and then here is our little Alchemist Prime armor. And here is our baby Alchemist Prime. Turns into a symbol. So, yeah. There you go. And actually, for those of you who are wondering, can he actually hold his Prime Master self? Well, there's a 5mm port. And, well, yes, he can hold himself. So, yeah, there is that. So, now, we're gonna do transformation time. So, I'm gonna take off these lenses to start with, and we're just gonna pop them to the side. So, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna get his arms. His arms are gonna go up. Popping his arms up. I'm gonna keep his arms straight. And we're gonna fold his fists. Fold his fists in. They don't fold in all the way. That's just how design is. So we're then gonna take the sides here. They're pegged into the side, and we're gonna unpeg them and bring them down like that. So we got that. Bring the chest panel forward. We're gonna fold his head into that chest panel, and then you gotta close it up. So that we got that. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate the waist, and we're gonna deal with this stuff down here. So what you're then gonna want to do is you're gonna want to come to the insides, and you're gonna want to just fold those out, and you're gonna want to do the same thing on the other side. So we got the cavities there that you're folding out. And you're going to then want to pop his feet in. Put his feet inside. And you're going to join them together. There we go. So they are now joined together. And what we're going to do... What we're going to do then next is these arms, they're going to go up like that. So where this green stuff is, they're going to go up like that. So we're going to want to bend the legs down like this, so we can get the arms, and they can go like that. Going to peg them together. Going to peg the forearms together there like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring the legs to it. Like so. So we got that. And then we're going to just basically wrap those around the arms. So then we got a back that looks like that. So then you got a right that looks like that. And then finally, and this is actually the bit that is going to be interesting to do. So you got this window panel or double joint, and you got to basically get it in. It's got to be done in a way that you can get these two tabs underneath there. There we go. So that is the Jeep there. And then what you can do to finish off is you've got 5mm ports up here. You can peg lenses onto the top here for storage. And that is Alchemist Prime in his vehicle mode. And I think it's an alright vehicle mode. Compared to the others that we've had so far, I do think it's a more Earth mode looking out of all of them at the moment. And it is simply just because, you know, it's got wheels. It looks very much like one of our, like a futuristic version of our 4x4s, you know, that I think technology-wise these days we're not that far off from in terms of styling. So I do think that it's, you know, I do think that for the mode that they chose here, it could have been, I think it could have looked a little bit more futuristic, so more like spacey, not so much earthbound type deal. But yeah, here he is. As you can see, it's a nice looking 4x4. And that's what the undercarriage looks like. He does roll. He does roll. It's quite good. And size comparison wise, here he is with Primer, who is quite spacey looking, I think. So now just like that. Go. And then just because, here he is with Legacy Evolution Animated Universe Prowl. So that is pretty much it for my review on Transformers Age of the Primes, the 13 Alchemist Prime. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. This has been Cybertron John. Peace out.